I do wonder, I'm like, what happens in your life? Are you born wanting to do extremes like explore caves or go to extreme heights? Is that like something you're born with, or is that something you like?
That has to be something you're born with,
or
right?
is that something that like over your life, something happens when you're a kid and it just, you know?
No, because like, I feel that, from a young age, there's always like the kids who are, going to be like, yeah, I'm going to climb this really tall tree. Watch me
I was
do
like
it.
that as a kid.
You know?
I would climb anything. And then I don't know what, I think maybe the first time you fall over badly and you're like, fuck, this shit actually hurts if you fall.
I think it's the difference. I think it's the difference between when you fall off that tree and you hurt yourself. It's the difference between fuck, I'm never doing that again, or fuck, that was worth it.
Yeah.
Can you pinpoint the moment at any point in your life where you've like, exactly where your fear came from for something?
I mean,
your B, right?
My B one.
Yeah.
I still have that memory to this day.
Yeah.
For me, well, I'm afraid of heights, but like not too bad. Like it depends.
But you can be. I think like they did an experiment on kids, right? That some kids are born, like people are born with naturally a fear of heights.
Yeah.
Right. But I feel that my fear of heights came from the fact that at my parents' place we have this kind of spiral staircase that goes down,
shit, you fall.
and I fell down that.
Oh no!
Yeah, and luckily I didn't like break any bones or like hurt myself that badly. But I think I was only maybe like 2 or 3 years old when I did, and it's the earliest memory I have of me just falling down. And I'm pretty sure that caused a slight maybe like fear of height or something.
Doesn't it scare you that like little things that happen to you as a kid can just like fuck you up?
Yeah.
It makes me scared to have kids. I'm like, whoa, what if I like accidentally give him like too much broccoli and he won't have chicken and broccoli ever again, man? Like I've traumatized him, right? How do I know what's going to traumatize the kid?
I love how that's the first thing you come up with.
I don't know. What,
I would be traumatized with chicken and broccoli.
If my kid, right, doesn't eat the fucking crusts, I'm going to be sitting there on the table with like the bottle of whiskey being like, where did it all go wrong?
Fuck, where's the fuck go back button?
I used to be really claustrophobic. I don't really get it anymore, but I used to be really much as a kid. And I know exactly why. And it took me like years to realize like, oh, that probably was traumatizing. So one time, our parents were out and it was me and my brothers messing around, and we thought, bro, that's just a suitcase. We can do so much fun stuff with a suitcase for some reason. So for some reason, I think me and my brothers decided we're going to take turns locking on each other in the suitcase. right. And then, so I don't know why we decided to do this. Again, we were like 4 or 5. So I got locked in the suitcase. Bear in mind, for some reason, I thought I should eat my Cocoa Puffs in the suitcase. So I was in the suitcase. I was in the suitcase just eating Cocoa Puffs, right? My brothers.
What was the point of this? What'd you get out of this?
I legitimately don't know why we did this. I just have this memory. And then they started.
Just a kid thing to do.
And then my older brother thought it'd be funny to start flipping the suitcase with Cocoa Puffs. And then that was where I drew the line. I was like, get me out of here. And then he wouldn't let me out for like 10 minutes. And I was like,
I feel as well with that kind of like childhood trauma, it really depends on like what your siblings did to you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very glad that I had siblings because I feel like, man, I don't know. I learned a lot of valuable lessons.
I think it's because me and my sister, we kind of like think the same way in a lot of things. So like we wouldn't do something to the other person that we would hate to do.
See, this is, if you have...
Only child.
When you have like 3 brothers, like I said, man, it's like fucking WrestleMania. It's like, cause we would like genuinely have like full fist fights. We'd like punch each other in the face.
Yeah, I hear about this with like Sydney and Russell had a similar thing where like apparently they would just like punch the shit out of each other, and that's just like sibling love, I guess.
Like, we didn't do it often, but it was like if stuff got really like bad, like we had a really bad argument, like we probably ended up fighting.